Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of our podcast. I hope you're all doing well and are ready to dive into some exciting and helpful content. My name is Jennifer, and I'm here with my good friend David. How's it going, David?
Hey Jennifer, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm excited about today's conversation. I think it's going to be really helpful for our listeners. How about you?
I'm doing great too, thanks. So, today, we have a really interesting topic to talk about. We're going to explore the 5 key factors for success in 2025. I think this is something everyone can relate to, whether you're just starting out in your career, looking to make changes in your personal life, or planning to achieve big goals. What do you think, David?
Absolutely. Success is something that we all aim for, but it's not always easy to achieve. There are many things that contribute to success, and in today's world, especially with all the changes happening around us, it's important to understand what really matters when it comes to success in the year 2025. So, let's dive in and talk about the 5 factors that can really make a difference. Jennifer, what do you think is the first key factor?
Well, David, I think the first and most important factor for success is mindset. How we think about ourselves and our abilities shapes so much of our lives. If you have a fixed mindset, you might believe that your abilities are limited and you can't change. But if you have a growth mindset, you believe that with effort and learning, you can always improve. In 2025, with so many challenges in the world, having the right mindset is more important than ever. What about you, David? How do you think mindset affects success?
I couldn't agree more. A growth mindset really helps us overcome obstacles. When we face setbacks or difficulties, it's easy to think, I can't do this, but if we see those challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, we become much more resilient. We're living in a world where things are changing so fast: technology, the job market, everything. Having the right mindset will help us adapt and keep moving forward. Do you have any tips, Jennifer, for developing a positive mindset?
Yes, I do. One tip is to focus on learning, not just the outcome. For example, instead of saying, I have to pass this exam, you can say, I am learning new things that will help me in the future. This helps you enjoy the process rather than just worrying about the results. Another tip is to surround yourself with positive people who believe in you and support you. If you're around people who have a fixed mindset, it can be hard to stay motivated. So, being around like-minded individuals can really help. Do you have anything to add to that, David?
Definitely. I think it's also important to practice gratitude. When you focus on the things you're thankful for, it changes your perspective. Even on tough days, you can find something positive to be grateful for, which helps keep your mindset strong. And as you said, surrounding yourself with positive people is key. If you can find a group that encourages you to grow and try new things, that can make all the difference. So, moving on to the next factor for success: consistency. Jennifer, why do you think consistency is so important?
Consistency is one of the most powerful habits for success. If you want to achieve anything, you have to be consistent. Whether it's working on a project, studying, or developing a skill, doing something little by little every day is much more effective than doing everything all at once. In 2025, with so many distractions around us, consistency will help you stay focused on your goals. What do you think, David?
Exactly. Consistency is key to building momentum. When you work on something every day, even if it's just for a short amount of time, you start to see progress. And progress leads to motivation. When you see small improvements, it encourages you to keep going. It's like going to the gym. If you go once, you won't see much change. But if you go every day, over time, you'll start to notice results. Do you have any tips for staying consistent, Jennifer?
One tip is to create a routine. When you have a set routine, it becomes part of your daily life, and it's easier to stick to. For example, if your goal is to improve your English, set aside a specific time each day to practice, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Another tip is to break down your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. This way, it won't feel overwhelming, and you can track your progress. What about you, David? How do you stay consistent with your goals?
I think tracking your progress is a great idea. I personally like to write down my goals and break them into smaller steps. And I always make sure to celebrate small wins along the way. That keeps me motivated. Also, having an accountability partner helps me stay on track. If I know someone is going to check in on my progress, I'm more likely to stay consistent. Now, let's talk about the third factor, adaptability. In today's world, things are changing so fast. How important do you think adaptability is, Jennifer?
Adaptability is critical, especially in 2025, with new technology, changing job markets, and unexpected global challenges. Being able to adapt is a huge advantage. If you're too rigid and unwilling to change, you'll miss out on opportunities. On the other hand, if you're adaptable and open to new ideas, you'll be able to thrive in any situation. How do you think people can become more adaptable, David?
Well, one way is to always be learning. The more you learn, the more tools you have to handle different situations. If you're constantly improving your skills and knowledge, you can adapt to whatever comes your way. Also, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Try new things, even if they seem challenging at first. The more you push yourself, the more adaptable you'll become. Jennifer, do you have any strategies for developing adaptability?
Yes, definitely. One thing that helps is to embrace failure as a learning experience. If something doesn't work out, instead of giving up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every failure is an opportunity to grow and adapt. Also, stay open-minded. When something new happens, instead of resisting it, try to understand it and find ways to make it work for you. Adaptability is all about being flexible and staying open to change. Now, the fourth factor for success is self-discipline. How important is self-discipline, David?
Self-discipline is absolutely essential for success. It's what keeps you focused when things get tough or when you don't feel motivated. Without self-discipline, it's easy to get distracted or give up. In 2025, when there are so many things competing for our attention, being able to stay focused on what really matters will make all the difference. What do you think, Jennifer?
I completely agree. Self-discipline is what allows you to follow through with your goals, even when it's difficult. One thing I find helpful is setting clear goals and sticking to a schedule. This way, I can hold myself accountable. Another important part of self-discipline is saying no to distractions, like social media or other time wasters. If you're able to stay focused on the task at hand, you're much more likely to succeed. Do you have any tips for improving self-discipline?
One tip is to break big tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces. That way, you don't get overwhelmed. Also, try using tools like timers or apps that help you stay focused. For example, the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Break can be really effective for improving focus. And of course, don't forget to reward yourself when you stay disciplined. It can be as simple as enjoying your favorite snack after completing a task.
That's a great tip. David, I think those little rewards help keep you motivated and remind you that your hard work is paying off. Now, let's move on to the final factor for success, networking. In your opinion, David, how important is networking for success in 2025?
Networking is incredibly important. Building strong relationships with people in your industry or field can open doors to new opportunities, advice, and support. It's not just about who you know, but also about how you can help others. Networking is about building genuine connections, not just exchanging business cards. Do you agree, Jennifer?
Yes, I do. Networking is about creating meaningful relationships. In 2025, with so many digital platforms and virtual events, networking is easier than ever, but it's important to be authentic. Don't just network when you need something. Take time to support others and offer help when you can. This will help you build trust and credibility. How do you recommend people network effectively, David?
I think the key is to be genuine and helpful. If you approach networking with the mindset of offering value to others, you'll naturally attract the right connections. Also, don't forget to follow up after meeting someone new. A simple message or email can go a long way in building and maintaining relationships.
Exactly. And remember, networking isn't just about your career. It's about creating a support system that can help you grow and succeed in many areas of life. Well, that wraps up our discussion on the 5 key factors for success in 2025: mindset, consistency, adaptability, self-discipline, and networking. We hope you've found this episode helpful and inspiring.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We wish you all the best in your journey to success this year and beyond. Keep learning, stay positive, and remember that success is a process, not an event.
Take care, everyone. And don't forget, you've got this.